It's Market Day Report. Thought we'd start with the market that, at least row crop market, that's been, at least as far as a streak, the hottest market. Now, not year-over-year gains, it's still in the red, but it has been higher for the last 5 sessions. Rice. Yeah, is rice higher today? And the answer is kind of. We're in mixed territory, but yeah, the rice market overall, year-over-year, still in the red. Losses of about 12% or so. But again, has been higher 5 straight sessions. While we're here, let's get a couple of others. Oats, also in the red year-over-year. We're lower for the 3rd straight session. And finally, over to canola. And canola has gains right around 9% year-over-year, mixed trade right now. So let's move from there to some other markets that have been, well, performing pretty good year-over-year, like the cotton market. Except today it's down 165 points on the Ds, trading at 83.11. And then we've got the wheat market. Wheat has been about 18% higher year-over-year. We're lower across the board with Chicago. July 606, it's off 11.25. We've got hard red down 22.5 on the July, 664.5. How about the bean market? Beans have been higher, 15-16% year-over-year. Now soy meal contracts have been higher, about 8%. So you can see right now, soy meal contracts in mixed territory. Let's throw bean oil in there. We're lower across the board, and then back up to soybeans, and we'll have one more after this. November beans, 7 lower, 1168.5, and finally over to the corn market, where D's trades 486.25. That's down 3 3/4 cents. Nick Paumen is with CHS Hedging. Nick, you got everything there. I mean, you got the whole sermon. You got everything thrown at you. But what are you watching?
Yeah, it's of course it's the updates out of the Middle East and the thought that maybe the tide is shifting a little bit, that there's some kind of peace deal or framework of a deal coming. So that's pressuring grains. You know, the funds built up some pretty good long positions and they got room to sell off. I think that's what we're seeing today and the last couple days. You got crude down almost $3 a barrel now. It's off its lows a little bit, but that's dragging the ag sector down. Like you mentioned, bean oil's down, which then drags beans down and corn down. It's a risk off kind of a day.
Okay, and again, a lot of this is tied over to what's happening in the Middle East. But what about a report coming out on Tuesday? Have you got that on your radar?
Yeah, of course. You know, the May report from the USDA, the May WASI is a big one to watch because that's when we get the first glimpse of the new crop balance sheet. You know, estimates are calling for, average estimates are calling for just a $2 billion carryout on corn. Beans comparable to what we're seeing on the old crop for the new crop side of stuff. So I don't know if there'll be a lot of trading over that, but the corn one is going to be a big one to watch, and beans too. But yeah, it's going to be one to see where they put demand at to start the year, and then that's our barometer for where we start on making adjustments in coming reports.
Okay, and before we go, anything else that you'll be watching here for the rest of the month of May as we work our way towards Memorial Day?
Yeah, it'll be the planting progress, see if beans can keep the record pace up and if corn can keep with its average pace. But then, of course, end of next week, we got the meeting with President Trump and the Chinese president, Xi Jinping. So we'll see what comes of that. Is there any more trade or export news coming from that meeting? So that'll be a big one to watch next week as well.
All right, Nick, great to see you. Nick Paumens with CHS Hedging. Quick break here and back with more markets on Market Day Report.